Tuno, Pacho.
Okay.
Volume ni wo okay ana. Behema me say volume ni you okay. Say if the volume will come out. Behema me. Breathe. Behema me volume ni okay. The volume.
Oh my gosh. So, Mike, can you please put that back in the and why did you switch the plug?
Hello everyone. Yeah, as I promised you guys, I didn't wanna broke my promise, Yeah, I told you guys like I will come back on live today. Yeah, I said between 8 and 9. Yeah, so I'm here. If today is your first time coming here, kindly subscribe to our channel. Yeah, and like the video for us to also know that you see us or you are watching us. As you all know, the topic that we're talking about tonight, yeah, it's about what causes tension in relationships. Okay, yeah, that is what we're gonna talk about it tonight. Yeah, what causes tension in relationship. We all know that sometimes little things can make a huge giant of elephant in the marriage. Okay, but it takes only um like communication to solve the problem. That's why we are here tonight. If you see me, kindly like the video for me to know that you're here. That will also help. Okay, yeah, that will also help. And you are someone you um you came across my live yesterday or this evening around like 5 something to 6 p.m. You can also text for me to know that you have arrived. Yeah, I'm so tired, but I didn't want to break my promise. That's why I'm here. Okay, yeah, so if you are not subscribed, kindly subscribe to our channel. Yeah, so we starting from number 1. It is between we talking about what causes tension in relationship, okay? And I put here number 1. It is between what you and your partner want as individuals and what you want for each other, okay? And also, how do you it says how do you know if you are the problem? Mm-hmm. Yeah, when the tension comes, how do you know you are the problem in creating the tension, which we're talking about marriage? Okay, yeah, so it is when you avoid communication and block your partners not to talk about the issue. Um, when you have tension in your marriage, the only thing can help is when you tackle the issue, when you talk about the problem. That's the only time you guys can solve the issue or the problem. If you don't talk about the issue, if you block your partner to bring up the issue and chat about, it's not gonna be resolved, and it will be continuous, and it will be like too much, for you. So it's better if you tackle the problem and also talk about the main cause of the tension. Don't dodge. You have to talk about the main cause of the tension, the thing that has brought the tension, okay? And also, how will you stop how will you stop tension in the relationship? How are you going to be able to resolve to solve it? Like I said, you should communicate. Yeah, you should communicate with your husband or wife. It has to be honestly, freely, can help to resolve um disagreement. Most of the time couples agree so much, like the husband or the wife can raise up their voice very high. They really like go so high that good evening. Oh, good evening. Welcome. And the only thing can solve the tension in your relationships is when you talk about the issue, when you tackle about the issue, when you be very honest and also freely to talk about the problem, okay? That's the only way you can solve the issue. If the other part is raising their voice and blocking the other part not to also talk, that is not gonna solve the issue. Yeah. So how do how do you reduce tension between husband and wife? Like we're talking about communication and also be honest and also feel free to talk about the problem, you know. hmm you have to have respect for your partner to also talk. If you always want to raise up your voice in your marriage and you don't want the other part to talk, it is gonna be issue, there will be always problems. So it will be better, like each one of you will be very freely to talk about their feelings, and when your husband or wife is talking, most of the time couples, this is how it goes. Each one wants to raise their voice and talk at the same time. This person is talking, this one also want to talk the same time. That won't solve the issue, that won't solve the problem. Always wait for the other part to talk, you listen, and wait for the other one also to talk. And always respect with each other, okay? Always respect each other. Yeah. And I also put here, you will have to always put your spouse first. If you always think you are right, you cannot solve issues. You cannot solve the tension in your marriage, because those tensions will stay only if you are not talking about it. And if you are talking about it and you don't let the other part to also talk, you only do the talks, that will also not solve the problem. So what are we learning from here? What we are learning from here tonight is, when you are in relationship, always humble yourself, have respect for each other, because you say you love the person, right? If you love the person, you listen to the person. Always never think you are right always. And always don't raise your voice on your husband or your wife. Try for the other part to talk after, because before you also talk. And always tell yourself that I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna learn how to be quiet and humble for my husband or my wife to talk first before I also talk. Yeah, I have so many things that I would love to talk about, but tonight, because it's getting too late and I've already did live, yes, an hour ago, or I think almost, I think like, is it 2 hours ago? Yes. I don't want to sit down here and talk too much again. I know if somebody wants to listen, it doesn't matter if you talk too much or whatever. Yeah. So I'll end it here. And I thank you guys so very much for coming on my live. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys being here. We will talk another time. So subscribe, like, and share my video for others also to learn. Thank you guys so much. Bye. Yeah. Bye. 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 Okay. Let me see. Where do I press to end? And if I'm press it by end. This is not easy. Let me see. How do I end? Baby, help me. Where do I press to end?
I can't see it.
Where do I press?
It's the video in there.
This one.
You're being videoed, like it's showing everything.
So where do I
It's still recording. Bring me the chair. End stream right here.
I can't see it. Oh, I can't see it very well.